Hi, I'm Sunny, and this is my podcast, Creator, Created, Creating. Short and sweet mindset shifts for intentional life creation. Life wants for you what you want. So there's a perspective that I hear a lot of times that we'll see what life wants for me, or we'll see what the universe wants for me, and we'll see what God wants for me, we'll see what source wants for me, we'll see what the angels want for me, we'll see. And I just want to say, from my perspective, the life and the universe and the angels and God and everything else wants for you what you want. It wants what you want for you, and it's trying to assist you and help you to have that. It's bringing that to you to the degree that you will allow it, or can allow it, or are willing to allow it. And so it's always working. I say it's, but you know what I'm referring to. It's always working to bring you what you most desire, what you truly most desire, through the path of least resistance. Because we have all kinds of subconscious resistance to stuff that we want, all kinds of it. And this is okay. This makes our beautiful life journey and experience. This helps our soul grow and experience things. So it's all cool. It's all okay. That's no big deal that we have all these resistances and that we can't just snap our fingers and things happen. I think humanity is working its way there, but we're not there yet. So it's always working to bring you what you most truly desire in the easiest way possible, through whatever path of least resistance that you have, that you will allow. So that's why things will sometimes show up in weird ways that you didn't expect, or through other means, because you don't have attachment there. So it was able to slip in the side. I find that a lot in my life. I don't know if you find that as well. But a lot of times when I'm really attached to a certain outcome, really attached to manifesting a certain thing in a certain way, then I really can't, because the more you're attached to it and the more you're really needing that to happen, the less likely it's going to happen. But when you get into that more neutral space, or you're distracted, or you're letting go, or into trust as much as possible, then it can come in, and it'll find the path of least resistance to come in. But I just say that in case there's any part of you that believes that you don't get to decide. You do get to decide, and the universe and love and life and God and the angels want to support you and are supporting you in what you want and will allow. Always. There was something else that I was going to say about that. Oh, that's right. What I was going to say about that is, we have that misconception that we have that the universe or God or source or the angels want something different for us than we want for ourselves, or want something better for us than what we want, something that would be better, or something that it wants instead, or something for the greater good of other people instead. That's not an accident. You learned that in your life from probably every adult figure in your life. They wanted something better for you. They wanted something different from you than what you wanted. Your caregivers, your family members, they wanted something different for you, and they wanted something better for you, and they judged what you wanted, and they judged you for wanting what you wanted. And now you're projecting that onto God. But it's not God. It's not source. It's not the angels. It's not the universe. They want, it wants, life wants what you want. And it's just you aren't allowing it because you're like, I need to be better first. Maybe something else would be better. I don't know if I can really trust myself. We've been taught this. So it's an unlearning process to trust yourself in your desires and to know that they are happening and they are on the way. And that they're just going to come in through the path of least resistance. So the easiest way to do that when you're really attached to something is to either distract from that thing, do something else for a while, or find out what the attachment's really about. Like dig deeper. What's that attachment really about? Like, what does it mean about me if I don't get this thing? What does it mean about me? And then once you find out what that is that true? And then you can go through like a whole questioning process there. Is that really true? And let's set yourself free from whatever that's supposed to mean about you. Or what does it mean about me if I do get this thing? It means I've made it, means I'm wonderful, means I'm actually valuable. Because anything you're attaching your value to is going to be pain to manifest. And once you manifest it, it's going to be pain. More pain. Because anything that you're attaching to your value, anything external that you're saying, this is going to give me my value, it's going to hurt trying to bring it in because you're saying, I'm not enough. And once I get this thing, I'm going to be enough, but I'm not enough yet. And so you're in this constant lack state. And it's pain when you manifest it because then you're like, I got to keep this. I have to make sure this is always here. Otherwise, I'm not enough. So it's just going to be pain no matter what. So that's another way to set you free from it is to just like, what does it mean about me if I don't do this thing? What does it mean about me if I do? And then question those. Is that true? And just question that and set yourself free from that. And the other thing is that a caveat to all of that is that the universe is always bringing, source, the divine, God is always bringing to you what you most want. But sometimes we're lying to ourselves about what we really want. Sometimes we don't know what we really want, or actually we always know what we really want, but we have some conflicting things that are layered on top of that telling us what we should want, what we think we want. And so sometimes it takes some peeling back to be like seeing what I really want. So sometimes I've seen like in my life, like I would tell myself, I really want this particular client project, this particular thing to manifest. I really, really want that to happen. I swear to God. And then it wouldn't happen. And then I would know if I got real honest with myself that a bigger part of me wanted to be free. A bigger part of me didn't want to do the work. A bigger part of me didn't want to do that work with that particular person, even though maybe the money was great, or maybe it seemed like an ideal situation, or maybe it seemed like it was going to be a lot of fun. But a deeper part of me knew like, this is going to take up a lot of my time and energy, or this is going to take me away from something else I'm really wanting to do right now, or I just really need some rest right now. I actually don't want all of that busyness right now. So when I really get honest with myself, so that's why I say, when I really get honest with myself, I will always find like what I say I want that, but God and the universe is always on the side of your soul, and your soul wants the truth, which is, I want my freedom more than this right now. For me, it has been in the past. So maybe you can look at situations where things you thought you really wanted to manifest didn't manifest. And then you can see what did manifest. What did get created? Maybe time, maybe some healing time, maybe like some space for other things. Like, what did manifest? Because then you'll kind of get a clue, like what you wanted more. And sometimes maybe you even went through a really hard, horrible feeling time, but maybe your soul was like, I need to get this shit out, and I need some space and time for it. And so, like, in a way, not even in a way, We're always manifesting what we most want, but our mind is not always on board with that. And we can learn to more align with those true needs and have our other needs met, like money needs and our business needs and things like that. We can bring those things all together when we just get honest with what we really need. Like, what I really need is more freedom and the money to be able to do that. What I really am wanting is just more calm in my life. Actually, I don't want to be super busy right now, or whatever that is. But the more honest that we can be about what we really want, and the more that we can know that the universe is always bringing us exactly what we want. It's always wanting to mirror back exactly what we're saying we want in our soul. Then we can be more conscious of that and more conscious of what we're getting, and then course correct where necessary. So I just wanted to share that today, and I hope that was helpful. Thanks for joining me today. And if you'd like to find out more about me and my work, you can find me at sunnychapman.com.